Hey everyone, my name is Leslie and I'll be showing you guys how I did this makeup. I do have to apologize in advance. I do talk to my boyfriend and watch TV throughout this video. So like I look to the side, to talk to my boyfriend, and the other side to watch whatever is on TV. If you think that's rude, please let me know. I'm so sorry again in advance if it is rude. If you don't mind, or if you think I did a decent job in cutting off a lot of those times that I turned to the side, also let me know. I did try my best on that. But yeah, I start by curling my eyelashes with a spoon. I use this method instead of the traditional eyelash curler method because that method does not hold my curl. It just goes back to being stick straight. But yeah, my mom taught me this method and it's worked. If you want to learn more about it, I will be more than happy to post a separate video with more, detail about it. But yeah, so then after that, I then go in with primer. My favorite primer at the moment is the Fenty Beauty Primer. I just love it because it minimizes my pores and it does keep me mattified throughout the day. So this is definitely my go-to primer at the moment. I am very, very thorough in terms of distributing the product all over my skin as evenly as possible, as you can see. And then I apply foundation. The one I am applying is the Fenty foundation in the color 300. I apply it in sections just because this foundation dries pretty quickly. So I want to make sure that whatever I apply, I blend out as best as possible before I go to the next part of my face. But yeah, so I start with my forehead and then down my nose and then around my chin, mouth area. And as you can see, I don't use much product. I think only one full pump is what I use. And for me, at least, it's enough to cover my imperfections. And I do use the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. I found it online, and it's pretty cheap. It's only $6. But yeah, so I blend in that as much as possible and as well as possible. I do think that blending is key, especially with this foundation since it dries pretty quickly. So yeah, I'm thorough, and once I think I did a decent job on that, I then go in and apply foundation on the areas that still need to have some foundation. And it's mostly just the cheek area, and I do apply it also down my neck, just because I want to make sure that everything matches. And once I'm finished applying, we will blend again, and lots of blending. And then I apply concealer. I use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I use the color Biscuit. I just use it for my under eye area, any imperfections, also on the side of my nose and the side of my lips. So I don't blend all of that out right away. I let that sit there while I do my eyebrows. So I use the e.l.f. angled brush for my eyebrows, and I also use a eyeshadow. And the eyeshadow I use is a MaryKay Espresso color eyeshadow, so it's just a deep brown eyeshadow. I start off with the bottom part of my eyebrows, and I start off with very little product and work my way up just because I don't want it to look too intense. And so this is when I realized that I forgot to blend those areas near my eyebrows. It's like a thing that I do just to make sure that those sections are thoroughly blended with everything else that's on my face, all the foundation. Once I blended it out, I just went back into working with on my eyebrows. And so yeah, so then I do the same steps, obviously. Oh, there I am judging someone. But yeah, I do the same steps on the other eyebrow, and once I feel like they look similar, that's when I stop. But I always like go back and forth on both of them and compare them. I obviously don't expect them to be like twins, but I definitely do try to, like, you know, match them as best as possible. And then I start blending out all that concealer that I have on my face. I first, though, like, make sure that my fingers are clean, and then that's when I blend. But yeah, it's more of like a patting sort of thing that I do. I don't really like swipe, just because I want to make sure that color stays there. Being that I left that concealer set there for a little bit, it's a little bit like drier and tackier, which I like, just because I feel like it guarantees that it will stay in place for at least, you know, like 10 hours, maybe 8, but I think I can, you know, keep this for 10 hours. But yeah, so I don't necessarily make sure that I'm blending everything in perfectly with the rest of my face, just because I'm going to again grab the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, and I use that to make sure that I blend everything in and everything looks, you know, even. And there we go again with that same brush. And yeah, so just blending and blending, and once again blending. I bet you guys are already annoyed with how much I'm blending. I mean, I'm already like, oh, can I fast forward this a little bit faster? But no, I mean, seriously, blending is key. And I'm sure I'm not the only one on YouTube, you know, saying that. And then with the Real Techniques blending sponge, I use that to grab some of the Coty Airspun loose translucent powder. I just put that, you know, in the sections where I had basically my concealer. So under my eye area, I also put it down my nose because I get kind of oily on that area, as well as my forehead, so basically the T-zone area, because I do put some on my chin, and then a little bit on the sides of my nose. I don't necessarily make sure that I like have everything, you know, pressed in perfectly, because I kind of use like a half effort method of like baking. I let it sit there, whatever little bit that I have there, I just let it sit there while I contour. Those two colors are Kat Von D contour colors, and you can purchase them online, because only online they sell them individually, unlike, you know, that palette of like 3 highlighters and 3 contour colors. I only use 2 of those 3. I'll list it down below which 2 I use, but I make sure to put it, you know, in that cheek area, some on my hairline, and then, like, you know, under my chin. I feel like that kind of helps with covering my little double chin that I have going on down there. And I also make sure to contour my nose. I use a Real Techniques eyeshadow brush. I know it looks very old and nasty, but it is really old, but it's not nasty. I do wash it regularly. I do use the Kat Von D more grayish undertone contour color that I showed earlier. Those are the same colors that I'm kind of going to be working with for the rest of this video, even like on my eyes. So like right there, I am using the gray undertone color, applying that on my crease, and I use actually the other contour Kat Von D color, that like more straight brown color. So I have both those colors there on both my eyes, on the crease area. And I blend a lot as per usual. And that's a clean brush. I just kind of make sure I blend everything out with a clean brush after I use that one Real Techniques brush. And right there, I am adding a third eyeshadow color, or the first eyeshadow color really. So that color is a MaryKay color. It's called I believe Sienna. It's a brown color with red undertones. I think it's like a brick color really. For my brow bone color, I use a Naked 2 color. It's the color Foxy. It's just on that palette because it kept on falling off the Naked 2 palette. So either way, it's convenient to have that palette with all the colors that I use instead of carrying, all these other palettes. But yeah, so I put that there on my brow bone. And right there, I'm just like kind of blending like the inner corners part. I probably like, had like extra concealer or something, who knows. And the eyeliner that I'm using there is the Revlon Color Stay black eyeliner. It's the only one that works for me when I'm wearing contacts. I do that to make my lash line look a little bit more fuller. Either way, I still line my top eyes like that. Very thin line though, to again make it a little bit more fuller without it looking too dramatic, because I am aiming for more of a soft glam look, like closer on the natural side, but I still want it to, be kind of noticeable that I'm enhancing my eyes. You feel me? I do add a little extra product at the outer corner of my eyes because I will be grabbing my angled elf brush to kind of like flick it to give it more of a winged look at the end. And then right there, I'm just kind of making everything blend in, like not have like such an awkward like wing liner and then everything else be kind of thin. So I kind of just connect the wing with the rest of my eye. And there I am, just enhancing the wing, making a little bit more pointy, and extending basically the wing, because it was a little bit too close to like my eye, so it was barely a wing at that point, but I think I extended it enough for it to be noticeable. And that's when I realized I did my best with the wings. And then I just grabbed the black eyeshadow from the Naked 2 palette and patted it on the areas that I put that black eyeliner for my wing. And then like the rest, I just kind of just put it on my eyebrow. It didn't really do much of a difference. So, you don't have to do that, obviously. And like the only reason why I am patting on that black eyeshadow, even though I already, applied the black eyeliner on, is just because I want to intensify the black. It's not a necessary step. I just decided to do that last minute. This is an e.l.f. Complexion brush, I believe. It's just a big fluffy brush. I use it to brush off any excess powder. Like, I had that loose powder and then I contoured my face. So it's more just to like, brush off and blend in a little bit more the colors that I have on my face. I then apply blush. I hit pan on both of my favorite blushes. They're MaryKay blushes. One is of a more of a peachy color, the other one is more of a rose gold color. I'll put down the names of them in the description section. But I first put on the more like peachy color on my cheeks, and then I go on in with the more rose gold one. And then that right there is a sample of the Becca Cosmetics highlighter in Opal. I put that on my high cheek area. I also, with my pinky, put some down my nose, and then right on my Cupid's point, or however it's called. I honestly should probably look up the term. But yeah, so there I am, doing what I said I'd be doing. I also apply some in my inner corner of my eyes. I use my pinky again. It's like the smallest finger, and the other ones are just like, I feel like I just mess up. I feel like I apply way too much if I use my other fingers. And I use that eyeshadow brush that comes with the Naked 2 palette. I use the smaller side, I guess. It's more of the flatter side. And then I just kind of press down on what I already applied there on the inner corners of my eyes. I don't add on. Warning, I get a little messy here. I use two mascaras. One is the Maybelline. I don't remember the exact name of the Maybelline mascara that I'm using right now. I will put that down below. But that's the first one that I start off with. That one is more for volume purposes, makes it look a little bit more full. I apply it on top lashes and the bottom lashes. After that, I use the MaryKay waterproof Lash Love mascara. That one is more for like lengthening my lashes, making them look longer. The fibers in this mascara is really good. I definitely recommend the mascara in terms of if you're looking for something that is more for, enhancing the length of your lashes. But as you can see, I have already messed up my eyelids. I smudged that mascara on my eyelids. I'm not too stressed about it. I never really am, just because I can easily just like wipe it off, with either like a wipe or kind of smudge it off with like another neutral color. It's not something I'm going to be stressing out about. But yes, that mascara right now, it looks like I'm using the same one, but this is a different bottle. It's like a darker gray bottle, and this is the MaryKay one that I was talking about. But yeah, here I am, slowing down this video just so you guys can try to see how my lashes were enhanced. Obviously, this is not like a dupe for some like real expensive mascara or fake lashes in any way, but this is my go-to look for my eyelashes if I don't want to wear fake lashes. And then I'm just using a clear gel to just keep my eyebrows dark and in place. That one is the Maybelline Clear Mascara Gel. And lastly, my lips. I first line them with a NYX eyeliner. Oh, nope, I meant the lip liner, Mauve. I use a NYX lip liner. The color is Mauve. In this lighting, it kind of gave me like a purple undertone, but it usually doesn't give me a purple undertone. So I basically will be showing you guys two lip combinations. I first, go in with this lip liner. I then fill in the rest with a lipstick. I honestly can't remember the name or the color or anything. You'll be seeing it, but I will make sure to put that in the description box below. And the end look, I did not hate it. I did not. But I was gonna wear just like this black and white sort of turtleneck sweater, and I just felt like I didn't really want that color on my lips. I wanted something a little bit more like, like redder, but not like full on red. So either way, I show you guys like the end result of this combination in case you guys are interested. So yeah, again, this combination will be in detail in the bottom section. And yeah, I thought that I can fix what I didn't like about this color by adding this everyday lipstick color that I use. It's a L'Oreal Divine Wine, but I felt like it made it look a little bit more purpley. So I was like, nah. So then I decided to just like, yeah, see, I even had to ask my boyfriend. I'm like, doesn't this look kind of purpley? He's like, yeah. So I just grabbed a clean napkin and patted off like a lot of the color on my lips. I didn't really like take too much time in removing it. I kind of just like did whatever I could. That right there, I had cat hair on my lips. There's cat hair everywhere. We vacuum all the time, but we have a long-haired cat, so it's kind of a lost cause. And that right there is Raisin Rapture. It's a L'Oreal lipstick. And yeah, this is my last lip look I have for you guys, basically. I just pat this Raisin Rapture color on my lips and call it a day in terms of the lips, because I remembered now that I am not done with my eyes. I know, right? I grab the same black eyeshadow color. Oh wait, I totally skipped. So I don't grab the same eyeshadow black color. I kind of just try to fix my mistakes, all that smudging that I did with my mascara. I ended up using my pinky just because it just was not working with just the brush. But yeah, I wasn't really stressing about it. And then I think I finally do grab that black eyeshadow color from the Naked 2 palette. The same one that I use for intensifying my wing. I use that color and just to put it under my eye. There I go again, lying. I try one last time to intensify my wing, and then the remaining amount of the black that was still on my brush, I just put it on my lower eye area, my lower waterline. I go back and forth with my eye and eyebrow makeup. As you can see, I add a little bit more of that black in my bottom line. I don't really, intensify the bottom part either. I just, more of like for shadow purposes, I guess. I also feel like that makes my eyes look a little bit bigger, but I don't know. I honestly am not sure. And there I go again with the black eyeshadow, patting it on where I had lined my eyes very lightly. And yeah, I kind of feel like I'm just like touching up on what I've already worked on. Just, making sure that everything is to my liking. And there I am, just accepting what I've done to my face. I just grab again that that fluffy e.l.f. complexion brush. Just, brush off anything that I have of excess on my face. And finally, I set my face with the NYX Mattefying Setting Spray. There I am, being extra, like making sure with my hand that I'm like distributing it perfectly all over my face. But here we go, this is my final look. I hope you guys liked it, and if you guys would like to learn how I curl my lashes with that spoon, let me know. Either way, thank you and bye.